All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Gachiakuta, episode 9. All right, we know how this thing kind of works a little bit.
Yes, we have some MacGuffin terms that were definitely dropped by our current antagonists.
That
Fantastic.
too,
We
that
appreciate those. We appreciate
The
those.
Watchman series.
The Watchman series. And you know what we appreciate just as much as a cool name like the Watchmen series?
Graphic novels that get good adaptations.
We would appreciate those. But sweets.
Yes.
Because having macarons in this trash world
is a goddamn miracle. Yep, that's right. We thought burgers and pizza were hard. Do you understand what it takes to make a macaron?
Have you ever tried to make a macaron?
It is impossible.
It's really freaking difficult.
It's not just difficult.
And Rudo,
the atmospheric pressure of the room you're in matters when you make a macaron.
Yes.
It's stupid.
And so, Rudo, if you ever wondered whether they appreciated the fact that you risked your life and everything to save a bunch of their friends, and did save a bunch of their friends, right? Greece probably didn't have long for, Miss Medic to show up, right?
Yeah.
They gave you a whole bunch of sweets.
They gave you all their sweets.
Yeah, and maybe that was also an apology for making you think that Greece was dead. That might also be a little bit of what it was, but, they let you just have as much as you wanted. It's
also just a fun reminder that, hey, things up there, very different than things down here.
And in some ways, things down here are better than they are up there.
Because, food, we solved that issue.
Yeah, because we've got people with vital instruments that help make the food. Yeah.
What? Of course they do, but also, what?
Like, maybe people wouldn't need to be being executed and ritually sacrificed quite so much up there if you guys just had a decent meal every once in a while.
So what you're saying is they should, build a connection with the people in the pit? Because there's some kind of...
They just need to be able to cross the border, right? And unfortunately, the import tax is death. Yeah.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Unless you don't die when you get killed.
Right, because that doesn't always happen. In fact, very often that doesn't happen.
In fact, there's a myth of a lady that watched people fall, and some of them wouldn't die when they fell. Not land, but fall.
Right.
So, we didn't get to go immediately to her... last episode.
Because
maybe this episode.
That's in a dangerous area. Maybe you need to train and figure out how to use your abilities and stuff so that you do not die and not get killed.
Yeah, so y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
What's going on, bud? Came in through the window.
Oh. Right, but they still hurt. Oh. I've got to? Uh-huh. Yeah. All right, an offer was kind of made, but she realized he's not interested,
He's dealing with some shit right now.
Yeah, he's dealing with some shit. Yeah.
He's not going to be sleeping, though. He will not be able to sleep. Oh.
Someone playing Guitar Hero?
Is this their engineer, crafter, or whatever?
Yes, I love this. I'm so excited. Let's meet our crafter, artificer, mechanic.
Yeah.
Absolute nut job. Yeah.
Sick ass tattoos. No. An artiste.
Okay, I love it.
Fantastic.
You can't rush art.
That's right.
Enhanceability. Yes.
You need a sick tattoo.
つまりなんだよ。結局どこに行くんだ。
落書きの街。
Hell yeah.
All right.
Let's go. Of course, of course. Oh. Oh.
Full squad.
いいが所属。
Cool. Cool.
タムジ。サポーターは基本5人で行動してるが、近域に行くときは非能力者のサポーターは
And then up to the number of givers. Yeah. That makes sense.
Dude is. Dude's basically just Frankie. Was talking to Rio, maybe?
ルドはエンジンが招いた。つまりアクター所属だよ。ごめんねルド。いい人ではあるんだ。
熱い男出るもんの一声見せてやったら。
Inspiring leader. Hey, what's that? Oh my god, I
Blew his hair
definitely.
back. Oh yes! Let's go!
This is fucking awesome. Holy shit, the dub is gonna go so hard for the show. Yeah, he has to join
Yeah.
in. It's primal.
Yeah.
Bro's not a
Hence the
barbarian,
earbuds
he's a
for Zanka.
bard.
Yeah.
He's a barbarian.
Flexes to give inspiration.
So I wonder if it's the scarves on his wrists, you know? Like the handkerchiefs?
No, I think it's his muscles. God damn it, it's still wet!
Yeah!
Yeah.
Ah, fuck you! It
Well,
looks
I
like
suppose
they were meant to be
apologized.
flipping them off and their fingers were censored because
Oh.
they were doing like this, basically. Oh, that's sick.
That is pretty dope.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, I love this. Looks like you can bring the vehicles in. Why are you leaving it out here?
大きい町は大体ドーム状だ。
The dome thing.
展開のポイ捨てから身を守るため。
Okay.
Right, and it doesn't let it rest on top. It would naturally fall off into the side so it doesn't
Yeah.
pile up.
で生活する者の多くはゴミの雨に潰されていく。
Jesus. That's that's so cool.
この街変だぞ。扉開いてんのにな。
Whoa.
Interesting.
Oh shit, that's so sick. Like permission.
Wow.
Like-
Yeah.
この街は変な考え持ってなけりゃ出入り自由だ。
Oh, that's funny. So their intentions are
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. Uh-huh. Yep.
That's crazy.
I think I see why it's called Graffiti City.
I just called Canvas City,
Oh,
but
or-
the Graffiti City.
there we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
ほんまに街全部キャンバス。
God, someone had to draw all these backgrounds.
Mhm.
I mean, it's the mangaka, but yeah, like, goddamn.
お絵描き系ギバーに会いに来たんだよ。そいつの能力は
Uh-huh. You're right, Jacob. It's tattoo time.
Yep.
They've all got tattoos, yeah.
Mhm.
例えばこの壁への攻撃を一回無効にする。
Okay.
あれだ。街の中に入れなかった野郎二人。街の外壁にそのギバーの絵で悪意を持つ人間は入れないまじないが
So awesome.
And you don't even bother to deal with them. It's just,
No.
nah, they can't get in.
でもそいつの人気は珍しくてな。
I'll bet.
そいつのもんじゃなくて。
Oh. Oh. Inherited vital instruments, Jacob.
Yeah.
Inherited.
うわやっべ。思ったより早かったな掃除や。また午後にまじない頼みてんだけど、今日はどこにいるんだ？
Nice.
五分。
Yeah, the guy that was in there
Uh-huh.
earlier.
Yeah.
彼は今朝。
Wait.
What?
Died or was murdered?
Some trash just fell on his head. It sucked.
No, this
Yeah.
is...
人体汚染だ。 ゴブは安全域だけで満足でき
Oh no. No.
Shit.
Yeah.
You saw this guy not that long ago.
自分のやりたいことをブレずにやり続けてる男だ
Jeez.
すまないな来て早々こんなことになっちまって実は相続人はもう
Is it the young girl?
Mm-hmm.
代々この人気を引き継ぐもの
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Okay, we got our new artist.
Mm-hmm.
相続人は
That's
必ず
awesome.
先代が選ぶんだただ選ばれた者はこのペンを引き継ぐとか
Whoa!
Okay.
That's nuts.
まじないやはこの町の看板のようなもの
Jeez.
果たしてこのプレッシャーに
Yeah, just a thing to drop on them.
Yep.
But yeah, this feels very similar to the idea that
ギバーとしての素質がもともと高い人間は自分のものじゃなくても人気を手にすればすぐギバーになれたりするんだよ
shit.
人気の
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The gloves, yeah.
エンジン申し訳ないが今回は少し時間がかかりそうだマジで俺らのことは気にすんな
So you're saying we might need to have a small arc in the cool paint city?
ゴブは本当に楽しそうに絵を描いてたんだ依頼だとか関係なく
Oh,
本当に好きなように
yeah.
こいつは勝手に掃除屋に来ては好き放題描いて勝手に帰っていくやつだったよあの逃げ帰る時のにやけすらもう見れねえんだ
Yeah. He's just gone.
じゃ俺らはこれでおいとまするわ
Yep.
あ本当にす
Give me that pen. Damn.
ゴブが死んだのすごい辛いし悲しかったでもきっとみんながシクシクしてもゴブはあの世で楽しめない
Okay.
Oh. Jeez. Oh, sick.
Let's paint.
Oh, hell yeah. Whoa. Incredible.
Awesome.
Oh! This ain't a funeral, it's a
Yeah.
wake!
That kind of mindset is absolutely something that Rudo needs.
すまないなエンジンやはりまじないは時間がかかりそうだ知ってる
Yeah.
All right.
Ah. That's right, Rudo.
So go have a party.
Oh my
Okay.
god, alright. We are just in a completely different setting, in a completely
Yep.
different setup here. No, like, hardcore conflict or anything going
No,
on.
this
but
is
meeting
the-
some really passionate characters.
Right. This effectively felt like the celebration of, art, passion, all of it, right?
Yeah, the characters here are getting to basically express themselves through their vital instruments.
Yep.
And they are encouraged to do so by this world in order to keep themselves safe and protect them.
Yep,
But
absolutely.
also to just get the most out of life.
Uh-huh.
Which is that, in a lot of ways, life is meant to be lived. Which means at some point, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Part of that is to say that, yes, that person lived a life. We celebrate that they
Right.
lived life. So
Yes.
let's do that by living ours. If that means that before every mission, you belt your voice and give a fucking inspirational speech that you've probably given 100 times.
Oh, yeah. It might even be just about the exact same as all the other ones that you've given.
Right.
Right? And it might be something where some people are like,
Oh my god, this again.
but you do it
You do it.
because that's your thing.
That's your thing. And hey, you know what? maybe it doesn't have some kind of magical spell effect that makes everybody like have a plus D4 to all their
Right.
ability checks, but maybe
Yeah, could it be?
it doesn't need to be tangible in that way.
Right.
It's that they felt it. Everyone got fired up.
You get the unga bunga, and that's just how it works. It's the
Yeah,
it's the
I
Hajime
could-
no Ippo like champion song. Just like you
yeah.
have to start doing it too.
You have to join in.
That's just how it works.
That's our monkey brains just eventually tap into that primal shit, and we're like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm ready.
And let's tap into it collectively for something positive to help
Yes.
keep us on track so that we don't collect or tap into it for something like a collective execution, like the people do up on the sphere and all that.
Very good
So,
callback. Yeah,
just,
true.
Just saying.
True.
Just saying. But yeah. Also, I love that the idea of like, no, anybody that is passionate or creative or whatever, they can be interesting to work with, shall we say?
Difficult,
right?
yes.
Like whether
That
it's
is
the
true.
we go over to this place and it's the how long is it going to take in order to get our magical tattoo? Spell things. Who knows? Oh, the person's dead. Yeah, then we really don't know.
Our crafter? Oh yeah, we don't really rush them on things.
Don't try and do that.
It's not helpful.
This basically feels like the kind of thing where the editor or whatever said something a bit sassy to the mangakas, and they're like, all right, we'll get you a chapter. Here's my chapter, editor. How do you like it? Do you like the tones? Do you like the themes? The subtext maybe? Does this pass your muster as being something that is worthy of publication? Yeah, there was just a lot of stuff where I'm like, I could totally see this being maybe a little bit targeted, or just venting general frustrations of just
Go into specifics.
anytime that you like put a creative on a deadline and they're like, no, I'm doing my thing, I'm making shit, but also stop pushing me. I have my process. It's all part of the process.
Everyone has their process.
Right.
Their processes are unique.
Indeed.
They're not always ones that are necessarily difficult,
Right.
but they are singular.
They might not be ones that you understand.
Or they might not be ones that you are necessarily wanting to be involved in.
Yep.
Yeah. Understandable. I do like then that was I like how your perspective on that, because bringing it up through the idea of passion is nice and simple and vague, but the idea of no, this is each of their process, so everybody on the team needs to accommodate and make space and room for
Right.
this person to go through their process.
Yep.
Is it weird? Is it different? Is
Sure.
it not yours? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But they're a member of the team, so we let them go through their process.
Exactly.
I love it.
It was just
It's-
very fun and welcoming and wholesome.
Yeah, it also just feels very equal and equitable. The idea
Yeah.
that, hey, we have people that are going to be specialists in their areas and fields. We can't afford to be, uppity about their processes.
Sure.
But eventually, everyone that is in the cleaners that's a giver, they are not necessarily unique in that they're a giver. It's the what type of giver are you? What kinds
Yeah.
of things are you bringing here?
Yep.
I'm sure some of them are better for some things than others, in that we have a healer giver, for instance.
Right,
And
which
that
is
there are cooking
fantastic.
givers out there somewhere.
Yep.
But, we're not going to get also uppity about, well, because they're such an important giver,
Right.
then we're going to let them have their process here. It's the, no, this is just his part that he has to do.
Exactly. While, of course, these people are all very competent and know who the competent people are, and so it is natural that they would end up interacting with a lot of those people, where it's
For sure.
they're going to go to the person who can do the crazy awesome written spells thing that can even
Yeah.
have general stuff like keep out people with bad intentions from the town, and suddenly just, people just go
What?
to try and walk in and they just can't. Just invisible wall. Sorry, doesn't work. Damn.
Can you imagine? Like, just the idea that, oh, no, the walls here, you could start attacking them if you were tired about this being a problem and stuff. But they've also scripted in, like, this thing will nullify hits.
Oh, yeah.
What engine?
Straight up,
What are
there's-
you talking about?
So when they did the whole thing of like, oh hey, Gob's dead, I was entirely thinking that tragic thing that happens, the world building of like, oh, trash can rain down on you, or you
Sure.
go out into the no man's land without a breath mask. Okay. I fully thought it was just a, hey, here's a dope thing that I want to set up as world building as something that theoretically can happen, but also, holy shit, that's busted. So I'm going to have it have been a thing in the world, but also there's no one that can do that right now, you know? And then, oh, hey, no, it's not that. No, we are fully going to have stuff like that potentially be.
And it's even better
here.
because it's coming from an inherited vital instrument passed down through many generations.
Right.
One, that's just fun to remind us that this world has persisted for a good amount of time, just in general, like this. But two, the idea that it's about as on the nose as we can get with having the question of, wait a minute, the gloves were clearly a vital instrument.
Interesting.
But I inherited them. Were they Regto's? Were they somebody else's? This Watchman,
Just
perhaps?
say, were they set up to be something that could be inherited because it was actually part of a series that would then be given to an individual in order to do crazy
Like a
stuff?
title, like a moniker
yeah,
of
exactly,
someone
right?
who
And
is
it's like,
the Watchman.
all right, take our gear and go wreck shit or whatever, you know, the
whatever.
Watchman is supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's fun. So then what
Questions?
was the original will or desire of these items or the series themselves?
Yeah.
We'll have to find
Yeah.
out. But that's just some fun stuff to have set up, and then we get to meet all these fun, colorful characters and then go to this extremely colorful, cool spot in the world.
Yep.
I love how just creative all this stuff with Canvas Town even was. Just
Sure.
Yes, the idea of painting spells on objects and stuff is sick.
And that opens up a whole bunch of things. Like those macarons might have actually given you stats, Rudo. Like,
I mean, sure.
it's possible.
Sure, food coloring is basically paint, but edible.
Well, or just the idea of if you have givers that are, food givers, right? Like you can impute value that does not necessarily have to be just literal physical things.
Well, right. So that's the part where I think we might want to not go too in depth into this, because the idea is that this is all anima. This is all just shit basically getting energy that then, gets transmuted into having an effect.
Yep.
Pardon me. But the idea of having it be something where it could do anything, I feel like we haven't had the multi-purpose conversation yet. The idea of, no, the thing was probably imbued with anima to become a macaron. Like it's the
Sure.
I took ingredients and assisted my process.
I shit gold. That's my.
That was the transmutation that happened. But the idea that it's and it's also a super magical macro. I feel like that's stretching things a little bit.
Well, potentially,
too much.
but and that's where. The fact that it's a new character, right? It's not Gob, it's someone else. Okay, cool. They can do a lot of awesome shit. They were able to turn spray paint cans into fireworks shooters.
Well, because they wrote a spell that was able to do that.
Right. But yeah, so they have spells that can turn things into fireworks that don't run out or have a lot or whatever, just whatever happened there.
Right, that was transmutation of some kind.
Yeah, there's I can make it so that this, wall can nullify the impact of one attack. All right, cool. And then there's also if you have nefarious intentions, you can't enter. Those are some very different kinds of things that you got there, right?
So they might as well be spells.
Right.
And I like the point that they're just calling them spells, probably because it's about as descriptive as you can get in as few words,
Right. Now, will we still get that same kind of variance now that we have a new artist? Possibly. It might be a bit different. Who's to say? Right? But, and also, just because that is a person that exists in the world does not mean that we always have ready access to them, right?
No.
Like, they went on a whole trip just to go here so that they could probably give Rudo a tattoo.
Well, the other thing is these weren't all made by them. The idea that they've had this pass through generations, a lot of this art is probably from,
the
people from the past that had this vital instrument.
Right,
Yeah.
the can't enter the town if you have bad intentions. There's a very good chance that was from long before Gob.
From decades ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think the other thing that might be important to bring up is that this could be a accumulating power kind of situation as well. Something I just wanted to bring up, the idea that if you could inherit something, and if there's some kind of relationship between the instrument and the wielder, so essentially the item is getting anima or getting stuff from each new wielder, could then each
passed on and cultivated power.
Right.
Yeah.
Each person actually then make it stronger just by the nature of it being passed on.
To say nothing of the idea that all of the painting that happens in this town is effectively showing care to this town, right?
Yes.
And so the town itself, it might be something where the spells that are done here or that are, done to have a fixed place here, like the one that keeps people from coming in, that might be something where it is actively fed and propagated and kept powerful and, at that level of like can precisely keep these people out and it doesn't do anything to impede these people, might be because of all of the people that take care of this city.
Sure.
Like, who
Sure.
knows?
There's like gate maintenance people,
Right.
wall maintenance people.
And I imagine that
Wow.
even if we were to talk to this new artist here and be like, hey, could you
Redland.
explain to us some of the mechanics of how this work? I get the feeling the artist would not be giving the most like concrete, scientific kind of
Analysis
breakdown of
of
how it all works, right?
Probably not.
Yeah.
No. But
Also-
I love their design. I love their light up moment of just absolutely celebrating what's going on here. And
Yep.
Rudo's like complex. I need to think about this.
Right.
Because one, he's probably already processed enough the pain of losing Regto. But the idea that it's I've probably been channeling a lot of my hatred and desire for
Frustration.
revenge
Yep.
so that I didn't actually fully process and move on from losing Regto.
Oh yeah, and so then when Rio goes into his room and she sees him like, sobbing and stuff because
And he's, washing with like pain,
Right.
coming out of his...
How much of that pain is the fact that he's not wearing the gloves and so he is feeling physical pain versus, oh, hey, these gloves mean a lot to him and they're the last thing that, reminds him of Regto. It's the last thing he has of him. And so, he's going to take good care of him. So then when he has to take good care of him, he's thinking about the fact that the one person who loved and cared about him was taken from him.
Basically his dad, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And he lost everything. That would also probably contribute to, the feelings being a little out of whack. But she did just sneak into your room, dude.
Yeah,
Snuck into your room and lay down on your bed.
So there's something fun about shonen anime, and that is that all of them have that moment where they go, hey, just because this is a story for younger people doesn't mean we're not going to have some adult themes in it.
Sure.
And so the idea that she kind of was just like, hey,
Right.
I was hearing you were struggling here. I wanted to make sure you're okay. But now that I realized that this is what was going on, I did wait in here for you to come back into the bedroom.
Right, like there's the...
There's the implied stuff going on here.
Oh, sure. And also, it could theoretically just be her being like, I'll go into his room because,
Maybe tease
why
and
not?
flirt a little bit.
Sure, yeah, exactly, right? Like there's all kinds of layers of what things could mean. Rudo will not pick up
Rudo
on
cannot understand
hardly
any of them.
it. He's just like, whoa, hips on bed. I like this feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
But I don't want her to see my hands. Because, emotional vulnerability and all that.
I do also love the idea that she was like, those don't look like burns. Like the idea that she saw them, didn't go, oh, gross. She was just like, oh,
Yeah.
those aren't like... Like she probably thought and was curious, because she's been kind of curious about him in general.
Sure.
That he's like burned his hands really like that or something. Which is kind of the joke I made, a little bit a while ago. Just like it's not like he Joker acid vat, kind of put them in there. It's that's something deeper. It's something...
Right. It's I got these from my dad. I see.
And I love the complex line of, our parents give us lots of things. Some good, some bad. And
Anyways, no.
Yeah. And so just the idea of, if we think about where this story is headed, with the idea of people being put into positions to give value to things,
Sure.
and then the idea of then we give names to things. Well, what a parent does when they have a baby,
Give him a name.
well, they give them a name, but they give them their value and identity in a lot of ways by the way that they raise them.
Oh, yeah,
So
absolutely.
the idea that Rudo never got the opportunity to have any of those things,
Yeah.
he hasn't been raised properly.
Oh, yeah. And I love the sort of
Doesn't mean he's unworthy of love, though.
Right, and we don't necessarily need to know all the details of exactly what it is, what the pasts of all these other people were like.
Sure.
But this is absolutely the place where all the misfit toys become protectors. So,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
that
said.
tells a little story of its own.
It does.
Right? And so
It absolutely does.
whether you're someone who likes to, you know, yell loudly and give an inspiring speech, or you like your peace and quiet and you'll put your, you know, your earplugs in now, we can at least all agree on that. You know?
But you also will have your space to be that person.
Right.
Regardless of
Yeah.
which person you choose to be, Rudo, you do have a choice. And that's something that's really fun about growing up, is that eventually you take the mishmash value identity that's been handed to you, that you've inherited, and you go, how much of this do I want to hold on to?
Yeah.
Because you can take a lot of it and carry it with you forever. You can set a lot of it down
Right.
and move forward and never look back.
Yeah.
There is something rather beautiful about realizing that and how much agency you have with regards to your identity, in that just because you inherited it doesn't mean you need to approach it with the same severity that, say, the mayor has.
Yeah.
You can have that moment and go, all right, I let all that aside.
Yep.
We're moving forward. It's time to celebrate.
Yeah.
Is that immature? Is that something where you're basically not letting yourself process through something? Who knows? Maybe.
Possibly. You
Possibly.
kind of decide that.
They get to decide that. Exactly. That's the point. And so, in a lot of ways, what's so exciting to me about this series is that they're basically saying, hey, these characters are all on a journey of not just passion, but in terms of acceptance, accepting their own value.
Yeah, and there's a way in which Rudo, with all of the emotion that he has, right, that is usually in the like angry and like, you know, all of the good
Frustrated.
fire,
Yeah.
right, that will give us an active protagonist
Yes.
that will do all the crazy stuff, rage
Right.
against the dying of the light and the injustices of society. We also have the I really don't know how to process a lot of the things that have happened to me. And maybe I can start to with these people here, but also they won't be pushy about it. So we kind of get to see how this egg will crack, you know, like how this cookie will crumble, because you could decide to just be in the grief stage, Rudo, or you could decide to just be in the fire, you know, and brimstone and all that stage. But maybe there's other stuff too.
Yeah.
Maybe
You have a lot of agency in
Yeah.
this world, even if you don't feel like you were brought into this world in a way that gave you many, if any, advantages.
right.
Yeah.
When you're feeling up for it, maybe look into those other options. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm just saying, Rio definitely gave him an option. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that was an option.
There was, yeah.
Who knows? There might have been some interesting consequences there, but I definitely think that was an option that
Yeah,
was presented.
Yes, indeed.
Which is fascinating, because I'll say the show has a lot of the trappings of your typical battle shonen.
Oh, yes.
It absolutely does.
Yes.
There's a lot of really cool, mature world building stuff all mixed in
wouldn't that
here
be-
under the surface. And
Wouldn't
stuff.
that be wild if the show's like, hey, we're going to do the most like gnarly, edgy, awesome battle shonen while at the same time having like a full-on romance arc?
Yeah, Jacob. No,
Alongside-
no. See, this is more the thing of like, I'd like to have some of your value. You know,
Oh, no.
yes, I'm willing to.
No, yes. What what the romance would entail is entirely up in the air.
Yes.
But regardless, if we have any kind of like, you know, like if a kiss happens and it's not at the very end of the series, I will commend this show for its, you know, audacity and subversion of, you know, tradition, right?
Yes, I totally
You
get
know.
you. Yeah,
But-
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
all right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You got an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb,
I'm Jacob.
and we'll see you all
Next time.